In a world driven by constant exposure to other people's lives through social media, professional networks, and even casual conversations, it's incredibly easy to fall into the trap of comparison. From a young age, we are conditioned to measure our worth based on external benchmarks, grades in school, athletic achievements, career milestones, or material possessions. Over time, this tendency to compare ourselves to others becomes so deeply ingrained that it often goes unnoticed. However, the path to true growth and fulfillment begins with breaking free from this habit and turning the focus inward. Self-reflection is the deliberate act of looking within yourself to assess your thoughts, actions, goals, and emotions. It's about asking yourself meaningful questions. Am I truly happy with where I am? Am I making progress toward the life I desire? Are my actions aligned with my values and principles? These are powerful questions because they shift your focus away from external noise and redirect it to your internal compass. When you compare yourself to others, you are often comparing your raw, unfiltered reality to their polished, highlight reel version of life. Social media amplifies this by showcasing carefully curated moments, vacations, promotions, relationships, and personal victories without any mention of struggles, failures, or sacrifices behind those successes. Self-reflection allows you to detach from the illusion of other people's perfection and reconnect with your unique journey. Instead of obsessing over how someone else seems to be ahead in life, you can evaluate your own progress based on your circumstances, your growth, and your goals. The truth is, everyone is on a different timeline. Comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20 is not only unfair, but also unproductive. Growth is not a race, it's a deeply personal process. One of the most powerful benefits of self-reflection is clarity. When you stop focusing on what others are doing and instead examine your own path, you gain a clearer understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears. This clarity enables you to set goals that are truly aligned with who you are rather than chasing goals dictated by societal pressures or other people's expectations. For example, someone might be thriving in a high-paying corporate job, but if your true passion lies in starting your own business or pursuing art, no amount of comparison will make their success feel fulfilling to you. Moreover, self-reflection builds resilience. When you focus on your own progress, setbacks are no longer seen as signs of failure, but as opportunities for learning and growth. You start to measure success by how far you've come, rather than how far you have left to go in comparison to someone else. This mindset shift is incredibly empowering because it removes the constant pressure to keep up and allows you to celebrate your victories no matter how small they may seem to others. Another key element of self-reflection is self-awareness. It's not just about identifying your goals and desires, but also about recognizing your triggers, your habits, and your emotional responses. Why do certain situations make you feel inadequate? Why do you feel compelled to compare yourself to others in the first place? Self-reflection helps uncover these patterns, allowing you to address them at the root. For example, you might realize that your feelings of inadequacy stem from childhood experiences, societal expectations, or past failures. Once you're aware of these triggers, you can start to challenge and reframe them. Self-reflection also fosters gratitude. When you focus on your own journey, you become more aware of the blessings, achievements, and opportunities you already have. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, from I don't have enough to I have so much to be thankful for. This gratitude creates a positive cycle, reinforcing self-confidence and motivation to keep moving forward. Lastly, focusing on yourself instead of comparing to others cultivates authenticity. You stop trying to mold yourself into someone you're not just to fit societal standards or to compete with others. Instead, you become more comfortable embracing your uniqueness, your strengths, and even your flaws. Authenticity breeds confidence, and confidence attracts opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with your true self. In essence, self-reflection over comparison is not just a one-time activity, it's a habit, a mindset, and a way of living. It requires discipline, honesty, and vulnerability. But the rewards are immense peace of mind, clarity of purpose, resilience in the face of challenges, and a sense of fulfillment that no external validation can provide. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Strive to grow, to learn, and to become better, not for the sake of being ahead of someone else, but for the sake of being the best version of you. Surrender and trust are two of the most challenging yet liberating principles one can embrace. In a world that celebrates control, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of success, the idea of letting go often feels counterintuitive. Society teaches us to plan every detail, anticipate every obstacle, and constantly work toward desired outcomes. However, the reality is that life is unpredictable, and no amount of planning or control can guarantee specific results. This is where surrender and trust come into play, not as acts of passivity, but as powerful choices that allow you to release the weight of unnecessary stress, fear, and anxiety. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing the limits of your control and being at peace with them. There's a profound strength in admitting that you can't control every outcome. When you let go of the illusion of control, you free up mental and emotional energy that would otherwise be spent on worrying, overthinking, and micromanaging every aspect of your life. This doesn't mean you stop putting in effort. It means you focus on what you can control: your actions, your mindset, and your attitude. The rest, you let it unfold naturally. Trust is the natural companion to surrender. Trust is the belief that even when things don't go according to your plans, they are still unfolding as they should. Trust isn't about blind optimism or ignoring reality. It's about having faith in the bigger picture. It's about believing that there's a reason behind delays, setbacks, and closed doors. Many times, what seems like a failure or disappointment in the moment turns out to be a redirection towards something better. But this clarity only comes when you have the patience and trust to see it through. One of the most challenging aspects of surrender and trust is dealing with uncertainty. Humans crave certainty. It provides a sense of safety and stability. But the truth is, certainty is often an illusion. Life is full of unknowns, and clinging to the need for control only amplifies feelings of anxiety and helplessness. Surrender means making peace with the unknown. It means accepting that you won't always have all the answers, and that sometimes the best thing you can do is trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Surrender and trust also play a significant role in overcoming fear. Fear thrives in uncertainty. It tells you that if you're not in control, something will go wrong. But when you embrace surrender, you stop feeding fear with your attention. You start to realize that fear doesn't prevent bad things from happening. It just prevents you from living fully in the present. Trust allows you to step out of fear and into faith, knowing that even if challenges arise, you'll have the strength and resilience to handle them. Another key element of surrender and trust is patience. In a world of instant gratification, waiting can feel unbearable, but growth, healing, and meaningful change all take time. When you trust the process, you stop rushing and start appreciating the journey. You begin to understand that delays are not denials, they are opportunities for preparation, reflection, and growth. Impatience often leads to frustration, poor decisions, and burnout, but trust brings calm and perspective. The act of surrender also removes the ego from the equation. Often, our desire for control stems from the ego's need to feel powerful and secure. The ego hates vulnerability. It wants certainty, validation, and immediate results. But surrender requires humility. It requires you to say, I've done my best, and now I trust that what's meant for me will come in its own time. This shift from ego-driven control to faith-based surrender is incredibly freeing because it takes the pressure off of you to force outcomes that may not even be aligned with your true path. Additionally, surrender and trust foster resilience. Life will inevitably bring challenges, disappointments, and unexpected turns. When you've developed a mindset of trust, these obstacles don't break you, they strengthen you. You stop seeing setbacks as final failures and start seeing them as detours or lessons. You learn to adapt, to flow, and to find meaning, even in difficult moments. It's also important to recognize that surrender doesn't mean inaction. It's not about sitting back and waiting for life to happen to you. It's about taking inspired action while letting go of the need to control every detail of the outcome. You still set goals, make plans, and put in effort, but you do so with an open hand instead of a clenched fist. You allow space for opportunities, surprises, and even better outcomes than you originally envisioned. Lastly, surrender and trust allow you to experience peace. When you're no longer trying to control every variable, when you're no longer carrying the weight of every possible outcome, you create space for calmness, clarity, and joy. You start to notice the beauty in the present moment because your mind is no longer preoccupied with fear of the future or regret about the past. In essence, surrender and trust are not signs of weakness, they are signs of profound inner strength. They require courage, self-awareness, and faith. And while they may not always come easily, the freedom, peace, and resilience they bring are worth every moment of discomfort in the process. Trust isn't about having all the answers, it's about believing that you don't need them all to move forward. Surrender isn't about losing, it's about gaining a life that feels lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true purpose. Purposeful action is the key to transforming intention into reality. Without purposeful action, goals and dreams remain mere wishes or abstract desires. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't often lies in the ability to take consistent, focused action aligned with a clear sense of purpose. Purposeful action is intentional, thoughtful, and driven by a deep understanding of why you are doing what you do. It is not just about being busy or completing tasks for the sake of productivity. It's about moving forward with a clear direction and an understanding of a long-term vision that guides each decision. To act with purpose, you first need to have clarity about your values, your goals, and your why. Purposeful action is fueled by the understanding that every step you take is aligned with your greater mission in life. When you lack this clarity, you may find yourself drifting from one task to another, feeling overwhelmed by the sheer volume of things that need to be done, but without a real sense of accomplishment or progress. This is where purpose comes in. It acts as a compass, guiding every decision and every move, ensuring that your actions are connected to your deeper goals rather than random tasks that may not move the needle forward. For example, someone who aims to start a business might spend their days doing a lot of different things, researching the market, networking, working on branding, but unless each of these actions is directly connected to launching the business and achieving long-term success, they can quickly become distractions. Purposeful action takes these various tasks and helps prioritize them in a way that ensures they are building towards a meaningful outcome. Rather than getting caught up in day-to-day distractions or short-term goals, you consistently ask yourself, how does this decision support my greater vision? Moreover, purposeful action requires discipline and focus. In a world full of distractions, social media, notifications, people vying for your attention, it's easy to become scattered and spread thin across multiple projects or responsibilities. Without purposeful action, your time and energy can easily dissipate into trivial tasks that don't contribute to your overarching objectives. When you act with purpose, you are more selective with where you place your time and energy. You understand the importance of saying no to things that don't align with your mission, and you learn to say yes only to those opportunities that bring you closer to your goals. Purposeful action also leads to sustained motivation. When you know the why behind what you're doing, it makes even the most difficult or tedious tasks feel more meaningful. The path toward achieving your goals is rarely straightforward. It is often filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. However, when you are grounded in a deep sense of purpose, you are better equipped to navigate these challenges with resilience. Your sense of purpose provides you with the fuel to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. In addition to providing motivation, purposeful action helps you avoid burnout. When you're acting with a clear sense of direction, you are more likely to pace yourself and approach your tasks strategically. You are less likely to engage in mindless busy work or overexert yourself in areas that won't contribute to your growth. Purpose allows you to prioritize self-care and find balance, knowing that everything you do should contribute to your well-being and the achievement of your goals, not deplete your energy. Furthermore, when you take purposeful action, you also cultivate a sense of accountability. When you are clear about your goals and the steps required to achieve them, you take responsibility for your progress. This sense of accountability helps you stay committed to your path. Even when distractions or temptations arise, you begin to hold yourself to higher standards as you recognize that each action is a reflection of your commitment to your purpose. If something doesn't align with your vision, you're more likely to correct course without waiting for external circumstances to do it for you. Purposeful action is also about continuous learning. No one achieves success without facing challenges and obstacles along the way. When you take action with purpose, you are also committed to learning and evolving. Every mistake, failure, or setback becomes an opportunity to grow, refine your approach, and develop new skills. With a clear sense of purpose, each step becomes a valuable lesson, whether it's a small success or a major setback. This constant learning process keeps you adaptable and flexible, helping you evolve as you move closer to your goals. The power of purposeful action lies in its ability to create momentum. Every time you take a purposeful step forward, no matter how small, you build momentum that propels you closer to your desired outcome. Over time, these incremental steps accumulate, turning the seemingly impossible into the achievable. By focusing on consistent action and staying true to your purpose, you begin to see tangible results. This sense of progress is motivating in itself, creating a cycle of success that builds upon itself. Purposeful action is also closely linked to personal fulfillment. When your actions align with your deeper values and purpose, you experience a sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you are contributing to something greater than yourself. This sense of meaning and purpose enhances your overall well-being as you feel a sense of accomplishment and pride in what you do. Living a life of purpose and acting with intention brings a deeper sense of joy than simply chasing fleeting pleasures or external validation. Ultimately, purposeful action helps you align your day-to-day life with your bigger vision. When you consistently move in the direction of your purpose, you are not only setting yourself up for success, but also creating a life that is aligned with your true values and desires. This alignment brings a sense of peace and fulfillment because you know you are living authentically with clarity and intention. Purposeful action is the bridge between who you are now and who you are meant to become, ensuring that every step you take is a step toward your ultimate goal. Inner peace and clarity are two of the most sought after states of being, yet they are often the most elusive in our fast-paced, high-stress world. Many people are constantly chasing external success, recognition, or material wealth in the hopes that these things will bring them the peace and clarity they desire. However, true inner peace and clarity do not come from external circumstances. They arise from a deep sense of acceptance, self-awareness, and an ability to let go of the things that create inner turmoil. Inner peace begins with the understanding that peace is not the absence of challenges or conflict, but rather the ability to remain calm and centered in the face of them. Life will always present obstacles, whether they be personal struggles, professional setbacks, or unexpected changes, but the key to inner peace lies in how we respond to these challenges. When you are at peace within yourself, you are less likely to be tossed around by external circumstances. Instead of reacting impulsively or getting caught up in stress and anxiety, you develop the capacity to respond with calmness, patience, and perspective. One of the primary factors that disrupt inner peace is our tendency to overthink and ruminate on the past or the future. We spend countless hours replaying past mistakes, worrying about future outcomes, and imagining worst-case scenarios. This constant mental chatter creates a sense of internal chaos, preventing us from experiencing peace in the present moment. Clarity, on the other hand, arises when we learn to silence this mental noise. By focusing our attention on the present moment and practicing mindfulness, we can quiet the mind and allow our true thoughts and feelings to surface. When we stop obsessing over the past or the future, we can think more clearly and make decisions that align with our values and goals. One of the most effective ways to cultivate inner peace is through mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. These practices allow us to connect with ourselves on a deeper level, cultivating self-awareness and providing the space to observe our thoughts without becoming attached to them. In this space of observation, we can see our thoughts for what they truly are: transient, fleeting, and often disconnected from reality. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we begin to detach from them, creating a sense of inner stillness. This stillness allows us to experience life as it truly is, without the constant interference of overthinking and emotional reactivity. Another crucial element of inner peace is acceptance. We often resist the things we cannot control, whether it's the actions of others, the circumstances of our lives, or the passage of time. This resistance creates inner conflict and stress, preventing us from finding peace. Acceptance, however, is the practice of embracing life as it is without wishing for it to be different. Acceptance does not mean resignation or complacency. Rather, it means acknowledging reality as it is without resistance. When we accept that we cannot control everything, we are freed from the burden of trying to change things that are beyond our control. This freedom allows us to focus our energy on the things we can change, while simultaneously releasing the need for perfection or ideal outcomes. Clarity, like inner peace, also requires self-awareness. To experience clarity in life, we must first be clear about who we are, what we want, and what truly matters to us. Self-awareness involves regularly checking in with ourselves to understand our needs, desires, values, and emotions. When we are not clear about what we want, we may make decisions based on external pressures or fleeting desires. This can lead to confusion, indecision, and a lack of fulfillment. However, when we cultivate self-awareness, we can gain clarity about our true priorities, enabling us to make decisions that align with our authentic selves. Additionally, clarity often requires letting go of distractions. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, opinions, and distractions that can cloud our judgment and obscure our vision. Social media, news outlets, and even well-meaning friends and family could all pull us in different directions, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and uncertain. To achieve clarity, we must learn to filter out the noise and focus on what truly matters. This might mean setting boundaries with technology, taking breaks from the outside world, or creating time and space for reflection and solitude. In these moments of stillness, we can gain the clarity we need to move forward with confidence and purpose. Moreover, clarity often arises from a deep sense of trust in ourselves and in the process of life. When we trust that we are on the right path, we are less likely to second-guess ourselves or be swayed by external opinions. This trust comes from the understanding that we are always moving in the direction we are meant to go, even if the path is not always clear at first. Trust allows us to make decisions with confidence, knowing that even if we encounter setbacks or challenges, we will be able to navigate them with grace and resilience. Both inner peace and clarity also require letting go of the need for approval from others. When we seek external validation, we become dependent on the opinions and judgments of others, which can create confusion and insecurity. True peace and clarity come when we stop seeking approval and start trusting our own instincts. When we know who we are and what we stand for, we no longer need others' validation to feel confident or fulfilled. Ultimately, inner peace and clarity are not things we attain once and for all. They are ongoing practices that require continual effort, self-awareness, and self-compassion. By committing to practices that promote mindfulness, acceptance, and self-awareness, we can gradually cultivate a deeper sense of peace and clarity in our lives. As we do, gratitude and acceptance are two powerful forces that, when embraced, can completely transform our perspective on life. While many people think of gratitude as simply a polite or social response to kindness, it goes much deeper than that. Gratitude is an intentional practice, a way of viewing life through a lens of appreciation regardless of the circumstances. It has the ability to shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives, creating a sense of peace and contentment even in the midst of challenges. Similarly, acceptance is the ability to embrace reality as it is rather than wishing things were different. It is about letting go of resistance and finding peace in the present moment, allowing us to fully experience life without judgment or frustration. Gratitude has been scientifically proven to improve mental health, enhance well-being, and increase happiness. When we practice gratitude, we rewire our brain to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, which in turn helps us feel more connected to ourselves and others. Instead of dwelling on what we don't have or what isn't going well, we start to notice the things we often take for granted, the people who love us, the opportunities we have, the simple pleasures that bring us joy. Gratitude allows us to appreciate even the smallest moments, whether it's a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a friendly conversation, or the beauty of nature. This shift in focus makes it easier to find joy in our everyday lives, regardless of our external circumstances. Moreover, gratitude can help us reframe difficult situations. Life is unpredictable, and we all face challenges at some point. Whether it's a personal loss, a professional setback, or a health crisis, these experiences can feel overwhelming. However, when we approach them with gratitude, we can find valuable lessons or hidden blessings even in the darkest times. For example, a job loss might initially feel like a devastating setback, but it could also open the door to new opportunities, personal growth, or a much-needed change in direction. Gratitude helps us see these silver linings, making it easier to cope with adversity and turn challenges into stepping stones. Acceptance, on the other hand, complements gratitude by allowing us to fully embrace what is rather than resisting what is not. Resistance to reality often leads to frustration, anxiety, and a constant sense of dissatisfaction. We may find ourselves wishing things were different, longing for circumstances that are beyond our control. However, acceptance teaches us that life is not always going to go according to plan, and that's okay. It encourages us to stop fighting against the present moment and instead accept it for what it is. When we accept things as they are, we release the need to change or control them, which gives us the freedom to respond to them with grace and flexibility. Acceptance also means accepting ourselves, our strengths, weaknesses, flaws, and imperfections. So often we judge ourselves harshly, feeling that we are not good enough or that we have failed in some way. But acceptance means letting go of self-criticism and embracing ourselves with compassion. It means acknowledging that we are human and we will make mistakes, but those mistakes do not define us. By accepting ourselves, we create space for growth and improvement while also allowing ourselves to be kind and gentle in the process. This self-compassion is essential for building confidence and resilience as it helps us bounce back from setbacks with a positive attitude. In addition, gratitude and acceptance are deeply connected to personal empowerment. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus away from what is missing or lacking in our lives. This shift gives us a sense of abundance, which empowers us to take action and make decisions that align with our values. We no longer feel stuck in a cycle of wanting or wishing. Instead, we are motivated by the awareness that we already have much to be grateful for. This mindset allows us to move forward with confidence, knowing that we are capable of creating the life we desire, even if it requires effort, patience, or time. Acceptance also empowers us by removing the burden of control. When we stop resisting the uncontrollable and accept life as it is, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration. We no longer feel the need to force outcomes or control every situation, but instead we approach life with a sense of surrender and trust. This acceptance doesn't mean giving up, it means trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. By letting go of the need to control every aspect of our lives, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, opportunities, and experiences. Gratitude and acceptance also improve our relationships with others. When we practice gratitude, we become more appreciative of the people in our lives, their love, support, and companionship. We no longer take them for granted, but recognize the unique gifts they bring to our lives. This gratitude deepens our connection with others and encourages us to show appreciation more often, whether through words, actions, or small gestures. In the same vein, acceptance fosters healthier relationships by helping us accept others as they are without trying to change them. When we stop judging or expecting perfection from others, we create space for love, understanding, and connection. Both gratitude and acceptance are essential for emotional resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and how we respond to those fluctuations can make all the difference in our mental and emotional well-being. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive aspects of our lives, even during difficult times, while acceptance allows us to make peace with the present moment without judgment or resistance. Together, these practices help us build emotional strength and resilience, allowing us to face adversity with a calm and open heart. In essence, gratitude and acceptance are practices that shift our perspective on life. They help us move from a mindset of lack and dissatisfaction to one of abundance and contentment. By embracing gratitude and acceptance, we can cultivate a deep sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment regardless of external circumstances. These practices not only improve our relationship with ourselves, but also enhance our relationships with others, creating a more positive and harmonious life experience. Gratitude and acceptance, when fully embraced, provide the foundation for a life of purpose, resilience, and inner peace. Faith, often viewed through the lens of religion or spirituality, is a powerful force that extends far beyond its traditional definitions. It is an internal belief or trust that things will work out, even in the face of uncertainty or adversity. Faith provides a sense of comfort and hope, enabling individuals to endure hardships, overcome obstacles, and move toward their goals with confidence. At its core, faith is the belief that everything happens for a reason, that challenges are not insurmountable, and that the path to success, although uncertain, will ultimately unfold if we keep moving forward with belief and perseverance. Having faith means trusting in something greater than oneself, whether it's a higher power of the universe or the inherent goodness of life. This trust gives individuals the strength to continue pursuing their goals despite challenges, setbacks, or feelings of doubt. Faith allows people to tap into a wellspring of inner strength that they might not even know they possess. Instead of being bogged down by temporary failures or difficult circumstances, individuals with faith can maintain a long-term vision, knowing that the process of growth often involves hardship and struggle. It is during these tough times that faith becomes even more essential. It helps to hold a person steady, guiding them through uncertainty, fear, and confusion. Faith is also a crucial component of resilience. When people have faith, they do not view failure or setbacks as the end of their journey. Instead, they see these challenges as part of the process, as opportunities for learning and growth. A person who has faith believes that even if things don't go according to plan, there is a lesson to be learned and a greater purpose or outcome will emerge. This mindset enables individuals to bounce back from adversity with more determination and clarity. They are not discouraged by failures, but are motivated by the belief that these moments of difficulty are stepping stones toward their ultimate success. In the same vein, faith provides clarity. When life becomes chaotic or overwhelming, having faith offers a sense of direction. It allows individuals to step back from the noise and trust that, despite the challenges they face, the right answers will come at the right time. Faith helps in decision-making too. When we are uncertain or anxious about what lies ahead, faith provides the inner conviction that we are on the right path, even if we don't have all the details figured out. It removes the paralysis of indecision and fosters a sense of trust that regardless of how complex the situation seems, things will unfold as they are meant to. Moreover, faith is essential for manifesting goals and dreams. While hard work and action are crucial, belief in the possibility of success is often the first step toward achieving anything meaningful. Faith fuels motivation. When you believe that something is possible, whether it's a new career, a financial goal, or personal transformation, you are more likely to take consistent action, make the necessary sacrifices, and stay committed even when the going gets tough. Faith provides the energy needed to overcome the doubts and fears that often accompany the pursuit of big dreams. It shifts the focus from the barriers in front of you to the vision of what you want to create, fueling the energy to keep going even when things appear bleak. The power of faith is also evident in how it can inspire others. When people see someone deeply rooted in their beliefs, particularly during times of hardship, they are often inspired by that person's courage, determination, and optimism. Faith becomes contagious, and others start to believe that they too can overcome obstacles. People who demonstrate strong faith often become role models, showing others that perseverance, belief, and inner strength can create miracles. The impact of one person's faith extends beyond just their own life. It can create a ripple effect, uplifting entire communities or groups of people. Faith also plays a role in healing emotionally, mentally, and physically. Studies have shown that individuals who maintain a positive outlook and strong belief in their ability to heal from illness or injury often recover faster than those who do not. Faith encourages individuals to take proactive steps toward their healing, whether it's seeking help, practicing self-care, or maintaining hope for the future. For many, faith is the foundation upon which they rebuild their lives after difficult experiences, whether it's recovering from a personal loss, overcoming an addiction, or healing from a chronic condition. Furthermore, faith provides perspective. It allows people to step outside of their immediate struggles and see the bigger picture. Life's difficulties often feel overwhelming when we focus solely on the immediate circumstances, but faith provides the broader view, helping us to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. This shift in perspective helps people to remain calm in the face of adversity, understanding that struggles are temporary and that there is something greater at work. Faith allows individuals to accept that not everything can be controlled, but it does not mean that all is lost. It teaches us to trust the process and to surrender to life's ebb and flow. The power of faith also lies in its ability to cultivate gratitude. When people have faith, they are able to see the positives in their lives, even during difficult times. This ability to appreciate what is good in their lives, even amidst hardship, is a key component of emotional resilience. Faith, combined with gratitude, allows individuals to shift their mindset from focusing on scarcity to recognizing abundance. They begin to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth and every setback as a lesson in disguise. With faith,